Hey folks, Turbine Guy coming back at you. Now today we're going to examine the defendant's submission to the court from Frederickson and Byron, PA, professional attorneys, who some might consider heroic for actually stepping into the middle of the Seanote saga and the mess that has developed it and all the scrutiny and speculation going on that goes along with being, I guess, a star on the Turbine Guy YouTube channel. February 22nd, 2022, Judge Moore. We write to provide the court with a joint proposal of defendants for safely and legally moving the yacht at issue in this litigation as requested by the court in its February 4th order for mediation. Defendants retained us to represent them in this litigation following the unsuccessful February 17th mediation with plaintiff Hennepin County. The proposal we set forth below is based on the testimony of Mr. Berquist provided at the February 4th hearing before the court and highly detailed affidavits of Paul Berquist dated February 2nd, February 4th, a newly submitted affidavit that we have filed simultaneously with this letter, and another affidavit of this date from Kelly's Wrecking Service of Minnetonka, Minnesota. Summary of final mediation proposals. At the conclusion of the parties' recent mediation, the parties failed to reach an agreement to move the yacht, which remains parked in the same location on the same trailer where it has been sitting for over 2 months without incident. The county's final proposal, as communicated to Mr. Berquist by the mediator, was that defendants pay the county more than $70,000 to use a crane to move the yacht onto another trailer of its choosing, then allow the county to move the yacht approximately 2.5 miles to undisclosed county impound facility. Actually, it's half a mile. At the mediation, the county stated that they would not issue the permits needed for the defendants to move the boat themselves. Mr. Berquist applied for the necessary permits to move the yacht on December 15th. The county has since refused to process his permit application. Defendant's final proposal is that the yacht remains on its current trailer and that the county permit them to move the yacht 2.5 blocks down Shoreline Drive to Mr. Berquist's facility at U.S. Boat. Defendants have Kelly's Wrecking Service, a towing company with 40 years of experience, ready and willing to tow the trailer with the yacht on it and to provide escort services with their trucks. Kelly agrees that the yacht does not need to be placed on a different trailer to be moved safely. They will add additional support straps to be safe and will move the yacht and trailer to the new location down the street at U.S. Boat Towing. Towing companies like Kelly's are ordinarily responsible for knowing the legal requirements for transporting large cargo like the yacht, and Kelly's has not voiced any concerns about potential violations associated with moving the yacht the short distance to U.S. Boat. The transport will take place between the hours of midnight and 5 a.m. when little traffic is present at speeds of 7 miles per hour or less. Defendants have also arranged for rocket crane service to be on hand to provide for the unlikely scenario where something goes wrong with the transport process. Defendants expect this proposal to cost $2,600 and expect that they would be able to complete this move within 10 days of the issuance of an order from the court. The entire transport process should take 3 hours or less, with the yacht only being on the road in motion for 30 minutes or less. Defendant has already determined a proper route plan for moving the boat down Shoreline Drive to Mr. Berquist's facility with prior assistance from Roy Doran of Hennepin County Utilities Division. The yacht will then remain at U.S. Boat until all needed repairs are made and all applicable safety and legal requirements to move the yacht to Lake Superior are satisfied. Paragraphs 13A to H of Mr. Berquist's second affidavit provide additional detail and support for the language that the defendants propose the court to adopt this order. Defendants also request that any court order issues proving their proposal also requires the county to reasonably cooperate with defendants by approving the wide load permit that the county has refused to process for over 2 months, by removing the concrete barricades the county has placed around the yacht, and offering reasonable assistance to limit traffic on the route to U.S. Boat during the move. Mr. Berquist does not anticipate any issues with this last request, as he's already communicated with the Spring Park Police and Fire Departments, and they have expressed their willingness to assist with traffic control. B. The county's proposal is dangerous and unsupported. The deficiencies in the county's proposal are many. First and most important, craning the yacht onto the trailer another trailer may cause the boat to split apart because of the state of the weakened hull, as noted by both parties in their prior submissions to this court. Not only in the Berquist affidavits, but Tonka Bay Marina refused to store the yacht out of concern that the hull of an older boat may have deteriorated. Craning the yacht and transporting it multiple miles would create a situation far more dangerous for those involved in the operation than the proposal the defendants have made. Simply put, the county's proposal not only does not eliminate the risk of irreparable harm to defendants' personal property, the county itself, and the lake surrounding the community, it magnifies that risk. Next, the county's proposal is based on an incorrect assumption that the yacht weighs nearly twice what it actually does. The county has repeatedly stated that the yacht weighs 45 tons without evidentiary support for that figure. The yacht is a 58-foot Chris Craft Roamer with a 17-foot beam. According to the manufacturer's specifications, the yacht weighs 28,000.225 tons, or 56,450 pounds. Fully loaded, with accessories and fuel, the Seanote may weigh 29 to 30 tons. In fact, the yacht weighs less than this figure because the Seanote is not fully loaded with accessories, and Mr. Berquist has removed the flybridge to ensure it fits beneath the traffic lights on the short drive to his facility. Further, the county's prior submissions have repeatedly alleged that the V-shaped hull boats, like the yacht, are not routinely transported on flatbed trailers like the trailer on which the yacht is currently sitting. Again, this is nothing more than conjecture. V-hull boats are routinely transported on flatbed trailers, including boats larger than the Seanote. Indeed, the yacht itself was transported to Minnesota on a flatbed trailer. Other pictures of the yacht on a flatbed type trailer are also available. We have also submitted pictures of a fragile historic boat that Mr. Berquist has been moving for one of his customers for years to demonstrate his skills in this trade. The county's proposal also relies on the incorrect assertion that the trailer does not comply with applicable safety requirements. The trailer has now passed 2 safety inspections, February 1st and February 21st, by fully certified safety inspectors in the field. Indeed, the second safety report from yesterday's inspection contradicts the county's earlier testimony by noting that the trailer's axles show no signs of collapsing and that they remain the same distance apart as at the time of the first inspection from 3 weeks ago. Copies of those inspection reports can be found as Exhibit A to Mr. Berquist's second affidavit and as Exhibit 3 to his third affidavit. The county has no evidence to support the contrary. In response, the county has only offered inaccurate testimony from 2 officials. The minor deficiencies identified in the inspection reports and relied upon by these officials in their testimony will be remedied in a matter of about 2 hours prior to any transport taking place. C. Defendant's proposal is safe, efficient, and workable. Unlike the county's proposal, Mr. Berquist's proposal is supported by his extensive experience with repairing and transporting boats, including boats of the same make and model as the yacht at issue here. Mr. Berquist owns and manages boat transportation and repair company. He has worked in this field for more than 24 years. He has safely moved boats like the yacht all over the country and is an expert in this field. Recently, the county has notified Mr. Berquist that it does not believe U.S. Boat is properly zoned to be a boat repair and transportation company under municipal zoning ordinances. This allegation relies on an inaccurate interpretation of local zoning ordinances by relying on an application for a conditional use permit from the year 2000 that sought to place an automobile dealership on U.S. Boat's leased property. This conditional use permit is expired and no longer applies under Spring Park's own ordinances because it has been far more than 1 year since this permit has been utilized. The U.S. Boat property has, therefore, reverted to being zoned C1 commercial, which allows for legal storage of the yacht. Defendants have worked very hard to protect Lake Minnetonka at every step since they became involved with the yacht. As Mr. Berquist put in his prior affidavit, I am a lifelong resident of the Lake Minnetonka area. I enjoy everything Lake Minnetonka has to offer. I recreate on Lake Minnetonka, and the majority of my business operations occur on Lake Minnetonka. I would never do anything that would endanger the lake in any way. Indeed, Mr. Berquist has gone to extreme lengths to protect Lake Minnetonka. He took swift actions when the yacht was in danger of sinking during a severe winter storm, while parked at its winter storage dock. Mr. Berquist quickly arranged an operation that safely removed the yacht from the ice with allowing any spillage of fuel or other contaminations into the lake. Unlike the county, defendants have performed the due diligence necessary to move the yacht and have preemptively addressed each and every concern raised by the county. Mr. Berquist has a stake in removing the yacht safely and legally. The lake is his livelihood. The county, on the other hand, has obstructed, literally and figuratively, figuratively, safe and expedient resolution of this matter by withholding approval of the permit defendants need to transport the yacht and placing concrete barricades around the yacht trailer. The county has done this so it can hold the yacht and seek the fines it seeks to impose upon defendants while depriving defendants of an opportunity to contest those fines if they wish to see their yacht returned. The court should not go along with this gamesmanship. D. The county should be required to post security. Finally, it is well established that temporary injunctions, especially those mandating a party to undertake an action, are extraordinary remedies not to be lightly granted. Rule 65.03 of the Minnesota Rules of Civil Procedure provide that no temporary injunction shall be granted except upon the giving of security by the applicant in such sum as the court deems proper for the payment of such costs and damages as may be incurred or suffered by any party who is found to have been wrongfully enjoined or restrained. The county has requested the court order defendants to remove the yacht in the manner proposed by the county. The county's proposal will require defendants to engage the county's preferred crane operator at a cost of $70,000 and risk irreparable damaging the yacht at a potential loss of over $100,000 to defendants. The county's proposal also risks harm to the surrounding environment that could require remediation. Accordingly, should the court adopt the county's proposal, defendants request that the county be required to post $170,000 in security prior to moving the yacht. Defendants further request that the court order the defendants will not be responsible for remedying any damage to personal or public property that results from adhering to the county's proposal. The purpose of an injunction bond is to require the party seeking the injunction to pay for the harm caused by its erroneous granting. The merits of the plaintiff's claim is irrelevant because the injunction bond must assure the defendant of indemnity in every case in which the injunction is issued erroneously. The requirement may only be waived by the court if it makes a finding that appropriate grounds exist for a waiver. There are no facts in the record justifying a waiver of the security requirement under 65.03. Accordingly, the court should order the security set forth above if it adopts the county's proposal. Best regards, Terrence Fleming. Well, Turbine Guy thinks this is what got the judge's attention. $2,600 to move it for Paul, $74,100 for the county. They've already got a route plan. The county has hampered Paul's ability to get a permit, which is laid out here. They've actually prevented him from doing so using faulty data, faulty weights, and faulty inspectors. They point out the trailer's been inspected twice by qualified Minnesota DOT inspectors, that the axles are fine, that a bunch of the hysteria the county put out just is not factual. And not only that, yes, no matter which way this is going to go, it may not be the safest thing to do, but potentially taking a boat off of one trailer onto another, especially of this size, can cause quite a bit of issues, and who knows what will happen then. But I really like the last point. For some reason, the county doesn't think that the rules of the court apply to them. If they really brought a restraining order in good faith, why did they not bring a bond with the restraining order? They should know that's a procedure. They're county lawyers. That's what they do. I don't know. I agree with one word out of here: gamesmanship. And that's what the Turbine Guy's seen going on from the county. A whole bunch of gamesmanship instead of being able to sit back and truly assess the situation from an unbiased standpoint. Turbine Guy, signing off.